Hey guys, what's going on? So today I thought I would take out the GT Zaskar Carbon Pro bike, see how we do here at Tapeworm, and kind of start and finish at the same spot, see how it compares to the Cannondale F-SI that I revised recently. Both these bikes are going to be bikes that I can use for my XC racing for 2024 anyway. Cool part is they both rock the Spinner GMX X30s, and these are fantastic wheels. I think are great for any hardtail, to be fair. I've changed really nothing on this bike. This Fox 34 is a fairly new fork, but now that was a carryover from, everything's a carryover from last year. So I'll see how I get along with the bike and what the differences are. I'm planning to make this my primary bike that I compete on. It is 2 pounds lighter than the FSI, I don't know. I was like, maybe I'll just I usually just use this bike specifically for XC races, and I haven't cleaned much of it. Oh god, I think they just, just pulled it out. But we'll see. I'm gonna start a camera on. Also gonna do some we're just gonna see how much faster this bike is. Of note, on the trail there's supposed to be 2 trees that are down. I haven't checked it out, but I'll run the timer, and then we'll just kind of figure out how much faster or whatever this bike is compared to the FSI. So and I'll talk about it in between me wanting to throw up and stuff like that. So hang tight, let me throw on the camera, and then we'll get the video started over at Tapeworm proper. All right, everybody, this is like it at Tapeworm proper, on the Zaskar Carbon Pro here. It is cold and it is windy, and there's supposed to be 2 trees down. Hopefully I don't have to cycle. Hopefully it's been cleared out. I don't know. That was like there was a windstorm just like a few hours ago, so I might be running into crap, but we'll see how I do anyway, even if I have to cycle cross crap. But all right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, there's crap on the trail, of course. Oh, there's a bunch of it. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. And it is muddy. Didn't even know I'm up into this. Yep. There we go. hit that tree branch that fell right in my shin. Oh. That sucked. I'm glad he didn't stab me in the leg any worse than it did, because that hurt. Whew. Yeah, this bike is definitely, for out here, maybe there's a hole. A better, feels good. My can deal feels nice, but I have to admit, oh come on, oh, I'm getting crap on my gears. Just trying to cycle through them. Oh, there we go. Had some, as you can tell, looking at the trail, had some debris that got caught in the cassette, and my gear was skipping. But I don't want to dismount right now. You know, I will say that the this bike it is a 2018, still an awesome bike. Climbs. I thought the 10 deal climbs better, but this just feels so good. Like, you don't have to go all a very comfortable bike. I wish GT had sold and made the Carbon Pro, you know, in the United States. This is by far their best ever hardtail. A lot of people will argue, like, no, the 275 was, and maybe, but you know, the standards have changed. You know, 29er and boost, if you're competing in XC, seems to be the norm. Although I notice hardtails are getting less and less common, definitely in the amateur circuit, but for sure in the pro circuit. Oh, first one. Oh, damn it. Oh, shit. There's supposed to be another one down. I wish GT just made the Zaskar carbon bikes again. These are phenomenal bikes even now, but I guess you don't, it must be in a small niche market of people who would like another tree fell. A light, nimble XC racer bike that actually feels like a awesome trail bike. Whew. You know, like I raced the GT Zaskar Carbon Pro in Sea Otter at the downhill hardtail class race. And mind you, I competed against a lot of locals, or let's say a lot, but I competed against a bunch of people like Lake Sampson, the locals, people who use the trail. Well, the locals know the trail. I don't know about Blake. Come on. Come on. Oh, nice. There's the other one. I'm not good at cycle cross, nor do I care to be. Not a fun, not my cup of tea. Like the American cyclocross, those are here compared to the ones you see in Europe, which actually look cool, are so gimmicky here, and that's not my flavor, especially because
it's like, oh, we're to me, this is how I feel about it. And I used to compete in cyclocross years ago, pre-2010, like in my high school years. And those are fun because they resembled Europe, Europe's format, you know. But the ones here, they're jump a crappy fire pit and this crappy ramp, and you know, everybody going costumes. Not my thing. And the other part, which I think is not my cup of tea, like, I'm gonna drive across the town or across the county, you know, to ride with a bunch of course tape on grass, going zigzag back and forth and what have you. Not exciting to me. No, but they got sand, like, so I love mountain biking for this reason. Like, Tapeworm is different than you know, the local trails around here. There's gonna be similarities, but you know, I'm not running when I am at Soaring Eagle, for example. I run into hikers. Here I can totally do my own thing. I can go all out, not worry too much about running into someone. Beyond this trail is so tacked, twisty, so good. Cyclocross just feels like it's a different location, same lawn. Here anyway, in Seattle. Anyway, I don't know, could be different in other parts of the country, but I'm not gonna go to other parts of the country to do cyclocross. Sorry, not my thing. The chances of me competing back in BMX would be higher. This is a great bike. I forgot how impressive this bike is. I don't ride it much as a casual bike, just because it's my race bike. I got it tuned and dialed the way I want it. Come on. I don't want to wear out parts on it. That's fast. You know, I got 80 other bikes. Now it's just this gradual uphill. Oh. Come on. Man. Almost there. Oh, man. Oh. Super rad. 21 minutes. All right, so it's in the ballpark, same time, minus the trees. Honestly, this bike is a little bit faster, you know. We'll ride this trail called Silkworm, maybe. I don't know. I'm almost sort of so disappointed. I would do another run, but the trees are. I'll have to redo that one on this bike. But you know, if there's a bike in my collection that is a mountain bike, I don't care if it's retro or not, that you want to see me pit up against my 2XC racers, put them in the comments here, and I'll totally I'll do that. This is fun. This on this bike, it was the least painful. You know, the Zaskar Carbon Pro bike is like this bike is about roughly 2 pounds lighter, and I have to admit the Magura Trail SLs are very nice all-around brakes, but I love the feel of 4 pistons front and back. Like these MT7s are the money. Even the MT5s, just phenomenal. The difference between the Magura Trail SLs, now that I've ridden them, and the MT5 or even MT7s is the rear brake. Makes all the difference in my opinion. Let's go for it. I can never get this tire gutter here mastered, but yeah, braking performance, if you want a strong brake front and rear with like all the bite in the world, it's MT5s. And I don't know if it's a trials guide, I'm sure it is, that loves that like on off lock on strength, bite strength. The Trail SLs are a very good brake though. If you want less bite and more like you know, smoother but still strong braking, because it is a 2 piston in back on the Trail SLs. Now when I had my Magura MT5 MT4 combo, it's healing right now, or whatever look at this. I don't know if it's picking up on the GoPro, but like you know, when I had the MT5 MT4 setup, very similar feel to the Trail SLs, but the Trail SLs are noticeably lighter, so if you want to, and the polished look, that chrome look, oh yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, this bike is really awesome. I gotta get it in for a tune-up. So good. I love it. I can feel it wanting to jump gears. But if anybody from GT is watching this, gotta consider making a carbon hardtail again, like this, if identical or better, because this is the bee's knees of bikes. And mind you, I know this bike is running a Fox 34. It's running SRAM, not NX stuff out like in the drivetrain, unlike the Cannondale, you know. And obviously, if it wasn't for the trees, I wish that fell on the trail, you know. I wish I had a better idea of what had happened, like of my time. So we'll see. I'm trying to figure out right now how I'm gonna end it. That maybe I'll cut out the scenes, but I'll just leave it whole. We'll just have to do our math on how much of a difference that made with the trees being down and me not being a experienced cyclocross dismounter. When I'm like pushing while charging hard, this bike is just awesome. If I do crack it like I did the first one of these, this is the warranty frame. You know, I'd go to Calfee and or some carbon repair group in the United States to get this bike repaired. I love this bike so much. I deeply regret not buying another one of these. And actually, had I purchased another Zaskar carbon bike of this vintage, or the last slash most recent iteration of the Zaskar, I would have never ever thought about getting the F-SI, to be honest. Like, this bike is even a way more, it feels very much like a good all-around bike. The F-SI has really awesome XC pedigree feel, if that's the kind of feel you like. And they both feel really awesome. It's just the Zaskar, this bike, how it, I mean, I sit in this after not sitting in it, riding it for months. This is its first ride out. You know, it just feels like I'm so comfortable on this bike. I should try to get the same saddle, but the reach, the handling on this bike, it's really nimble, not twitchy nimble. Like I would say my GT LTS sensor feels like the full suspension version of this bike. And I love that GT LTS sensor, the Carbon Elite. I don't know how much that bike has changed since 2020. I know there's been like, they made it so you can run a coil on it and all that versus just air because of some leverage ratio or whatever. But man, this bike is superb. And so same with the LTS sensor. I love the LTS Force when I'm doing these like black or double black kind of style trails here in the Pacific Northwest, not to be confused with the stuff over in like Squamish and stuff. But man, what an awesome bike. And these Spinergies are the perfect hardtail wheel of all time, I think. I had FSA gradients on here, and oh shit, this bike was stiff, and it rode. It was actually the reason, one of the driving forces I got the P&W suspension dropper. But a lot of you, oh my god, I swallowed a bug. A lot of you might be wondering how the LTS Carbon, this bike, which now runs 120 millimeters travel as opposed to 100 when it came with the SID, and I love the Fox, this Fox fork, which I bought pre-owned from a friend for 500 bucks. You know, and it had the little tool thing in the steer tube, which is cool. Not my thing, but because I love custom cap stuff. I love my personalized head caps, and I don't mind carrying a what's it called, a multi-tool. Man, so awesome. This is a good bike. But compared to the Zaskar alloy, like the LT or even the regular 100 millimeter travel Zaskar alloy that came out in 2020 and stuff, this bike feels a lot more lively. Can't beat it. I was debating if I was gonna ride more, but I heard a tree go down somewhere, and actually, oh boy, that is it. Oh no, I gotta lift my bike up. There's this, that fell. I was like, what is that noise? Darn. Yeah, it's a windstorm. It wasn't even necessarily smart for me to do this because I'm by myself here. So I know one of my friends, you know who you are, said, you know, basically try to, who cares and stuff. But you know, if I get hurt out here, I mean, I'm not this not doing this like thing where this is a world's toughest man competition. Like, I don't want, that's all I need, a tree to fall out here on my ass, and then I'm permanently, I got some disability. I can't shake anymore. I can't shake or ruin stuff. So like, it was a risk I took, but I figured I'd get the hell out of here. So it's not, it just windy as hell. I don't even know how this parks department flew a drone out here. But anyway, that is it. Darn, the 2 trees are in the way. I might have to do a redo on that. I kind of feel like I could have squeezed out a little more oomph on my bike. Oh God, I can hear that clicking in here. I got to tune up this bike before my first XC race too. So, oh man. All right, that is it. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions about the no longer produced GT Zaskar Carbon Pro, because you know, GT wants to focus on other stuff. And I mean, for years, even when I was on the ambassador team, they said that it's not, cross country isn't their thing. You know, and they wanted to focus on more gravity oriented stuff like enduro and downhill and BMX or whatever. You know, that was their bread and butter. But I think, in my opinion, it would have been great if they did cut the product line pretty significant. But, and I know they got the guy from Evil Bikes who's their engineer now, so it'll be interesting. I think 2024 is supposed to be like probably a cleanup year for him, but I'd like to see GT actually make a short travel full suspension bike, or and a carbon hardtail again. Like, I mean, this is a phenomenal bike. I don't know what the hell GT was thinking. Like, you know, like, oh, the bike didn't sell well. Well, you didn't even sell in the United States, and everybody who rode this bike really liked how crisp and just a perfect bike. Just kind of, you know, the bike industry is, I don't know, they say it's hurting and stuff. Maybe listen to your consumers and what they really like versus like, oh, we know what they like, you know. That's my gripe. It just, as a guy who's always loved the GT brand, it kind of just sucks that, you know, they really cut the product line in half, and it's like you got 30 varieties of a full suspension bike that between the bikes, the components aren't even that big of a dent. Like, oh, okay, cool. I mean, the price point's great, but it's like they missed out on so much other good product opportunity, you know. So be nice if they kind of picked themselves back up and kind of got their head in the right place, but who knows. So that's why I've been writing other bike brands. I'm not gonna wait. You know, there's so many good bikes out here, so that are being made. Stuff by Pivot and Rocky Mountain and Transition, especially. You know, and Costco obviously sells intense 951 bikes. But whatever direction I want to go, I'm just gonna hang on to competing on a hardtail, because it's my favorite kind of bike to ride. Hardtails are my favorite bikes. I'd even ride them downhill if I knew I wouldn't destroy them if I wouldn't just half the shelf life on them. But again, that's it. If you have any questions about any GT Zaskar related stuff, I don't know as much about the 90s stuff anymore, but any of the 2012 to 2018, 2020, you know, technically the long travel stuff, I will have some knowledge about. I can share with you if you need the help. But that's it. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you again whenever. All right, bye.